Skips then used Surf, which destroyed both of them, even getting a crit on a fish. Now with that, I healed up, then fought a hot woman, who called me cute and disgusting. Thanks for the compliment, I guess. This guy then gave me Cast Form, which is one of the most important Pokemon for this run. Not because the Pokemon is good or anything, it's because of its held item. I can't believe I'm actually going to title this video like this, and that I have to re-record this. But anyways, in this video, I fought a hot woman and got soaked. Will I be able to handle the hotness of these fights, or will I drown from the strength of the woman's water types? Well, let's find out by jumping into Pokemon Emerald Mini. Anyways, I was able to head to the Weather Institute, where I encountered a thug that was blocking my path, saying not to enter the Weather Institute as it's dangerous, which I completely ignored as I went inside. I was greeted by two very confused grunts who attacked me, so I had to fight them off. They sent out a Zubat and a Carvanha. This wasn't good for Iron Fist, who was weak to the Zubat. I also had to swap out Smog because I couldn't do anything to either of the enemies. I swapped into Minun as Iron Fist Mach punched the Carvanha, which destroyed it. Iron Fist did get hurt by the rough skin of the Carvanha, and proceeded to get hit by an Astonish, which did no damage. A Spark from Blue was able to get rid of the Zubat. Also, Blue is going to do something amazing in the next episode, so stay tuned for that. Poochyena was their last Pokemon out, and it was immediately hit by a Mega Drain. Then it was finished off by a Mach Punch. The very confused grunts are now mad at me, but they couldn't stop me from going upstairs to find even more grunts. I did get immediately attacked when I went up here, so it's time for a fight. Alright, that was a pretty easy fight. Anyways, I went over here to fight the last two grunts, who sent out a Poochyena and a Zubat. For a team that likes the sea and calls themselves Team Aqua, it's really weird that they barely use any water types. Anyways, I used Smog's turn to heal up Iron Fist to get her back to green, while I had Iron Fist Mach punch the Poochyena into oblivion. Also, if you're enjoying this video so far, then leave a like and subscribe. It really helps out my channel. After that, another Zubat came out, while the first Zubat bit Smog. I decided to switch out Smog for Blue, while I swapped out Iron Fist for Skips, and the Zubat twins immediately astonished for Skips. Blue was then able to use a critical spark to destroy the second one, while Skips surfed to deal damage to the first one alongside the Carvanha that just came out. That dealt a good amount of damage on both Pokemon, while annoyingly, Blue was confused. Skips then used Surf, which destroyed both of them, even getting a crit on a fish. Skips then leveled up, and I expected it to evolve in this episode because I thought it evolved at level 32, but I was wrong. And here's the last Pokemon, and it's gone. Now with that, I healed up, then fought a hot woman, who called me cute and disgusting. Thanks for the compliment, I guess. Also, fun fact, this video was meant to include the gym fight with Winona, but the video was getting too long, so I decided to make the gym fight the next video that will be releasing next month. Shelly first sent out a Carvanha, while I sent out Blue, who was immediately able to Spark to get rid of this stupid fish. Why is Spark a contact move? Anyways, Blue leveled up as a Mariana came out, and intimidated her. I swapped into Iron Fist as the dog bit her, dealing a small amount of damage. Iron Fist then retaliated with a Mach Punch, which the Mighty Anno survived and proceeded to use Swagger, which boosts Iron Fist's attack, but caused her to be confused. I didn't want to risk Iron Fist hurting herself, so I swapped to the Dumbbell, which sounds like a dumb idea because it's a psychic type, but in Gen 3, Steel resisted Dark, making the bite only deal neutral damage. Mighty Anno did Swagger again as Dumbbell tried to use Metal Claw. Now this could be dangerous if Dumbbell hits itself, which did happen, but it wasn't enough to kill. I then went back to Iron Fist. Can you stop biting my Pokemon, man? One Mach Punch later, and the victory was given to me. I was then surrounded by thugs, which was horrifying, but they decided to flee instead of attacking me. They went to some place called Mount Pyre. I don't know, I wasn't listening. This guy then gave me Cast Form, which is one of the most important Pokemon for this run. Not because the Pokemon is good or anything, it's because of its held item. I grabbed the Mystic Water from Cast Form, then gave it to Skips, who will greatly benefit from it more than the Cast Form. Anyways, after that, I gave the Quick Claw to Dumbbell, who was the slowest team member that was not holding a held item. I proceeded to walk across this bridge, grab this item, then got into a fight with my rival, Wally, who I haven't seen in a while. Also, I can't believe that I'm redoing this voiceover, but I wasn't satisfied with the original, and it was too quiet and needed a ton of editing just to fix it. So I just decided to re-record it. Swablu was his first Pokemon out as Blue appeared. This was an easy spark on the baby bird, which somehow didn't kill. It did paralyze, but how did you not kill a flying type with an electric stab move? Luckily, it wasn't able to move, as a second spark finally took it out. I then swapped into Iron Fist as the Delcatty showed up. Also, while I was writing the script, I paused while Delcatty was doing its animation, and I got this frame, which is probably the most angriest face that I've ever seen. Then it goes back into this, like nothing happened, and I thought it was funny, so I included it here. Anyways, Iron Fist punched the cat over the horizon, and it somehow survived. My team might be just horrifically weak. The cat then growled at my mushroom, and my mushroom retaliated by punching it again. Now the second to the last Pokemon was out, so I sent out my dog to intimidate it before biting it, which didn't even get it down to half HP. And then the Gardevoir decided to be mean and spawned Illusion of itself, making Hound likely to miss an attack. Despite the double team though, Hound still landed another bite, which was a crit, and killed the stupid dude. Magnemite was the last one out, which doesn't have Levitate, so I swapped into Skips, who proceeded to shoot mud at it, causing it to die. And that's Wally defeated. After the fight, he gave me HMO2, which was Fly. Now I just needed to get the next gym badge to be able to fly to the skies. Anyways, I got to Fort Tree, where I healed up. Then proceeded to explore the city for a bit, where I found that something was blocking the gym entrance. I wonder what that could be. Then I accidentally got into a fight, which I just sped through. I thought nothing significant would happen in this battle, but after the fight, and to my surprise, Golbat evolved and turned into a Crobat. I guess his friendship was high enough. Now my team is getting strong. Anyways, I went further until I couldn't keep going because of an invisible barricade. Steven then appeared to tell me that he has something to do with them. The Kecleon was then revealed, and Skips quickly handled it. And with that, I think it's time to end the video. I did reveal and got rid of the other Kecleons off camera, and we will fight the gym leader in the next episode. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, then leave a like and subscribe. It really helps out my channel. And if you want to watch more of my content, then click any of the videos on screen. Anyways, adios.